Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back. Let's get another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, we are continuing Wolverine and the X-Men. This is Season 1, Episode 18, titled Backlash. Now, reading that title, I think something bad's probably going to go down. Backlash? I don't know. Just something says to me, this is not going to be good. This show has done a very good job, in my personal opinion, of handling multiple storylines and handling two different timelines now, and showcasing that this is a really dangerous world, especially for mutants, and for Wolverine to have to bring the X-Men back together because it is needed to hopefully change the future that Charles has awakened into 20 years later, will ultimately help the future, because right now things are not looking good at all. I mean, last episode we kind of went away a little bit in terms of focusing on some of the major plot points and stuff that we've been building on with the Silver Samurai and everything, kind of delving into more of Wolverine's backstory, you know, basically earlier in his life, his long life, and basically another lifetime, as he said. And overall it was a good episode. I'm just like, maybe it could have been placed somewhere else, or maybe we could have focused on other things. But ultimately, I think it was a good overall episode in terms of delivering a pretty interesting story, some great action, and some great moments with Wolverine, and some really, I mean, even though he gets a lot of attention anyways because it's his show, but still. But I'm excited. I'm excited to continue here. It just grows more and more unfortunate, the fact that there's no season 2. And I sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. It's the truth. You know, this show, I think, deserved a second season because they've done so much within these amount of episodes. And I will say it once again, I don't know when or if we're going to see it. I have no clue. Jean Grey. They freaking teased it. We haven't seen it. Come on, give me Jean Grey. Well, she's been gone since, you know, Charles went missing too, and we finally found him, but you know, he can't wake up. He's in the future in 20 years in the future, but still it's like it's irritating. It's irritating. But I'm loving the show, loving the journey, loving these characters. I really like how they're portraying all these characters. I wish that some of them had more screen time. But at the end of the day, I'm enjoying the ride. And I'm hopeful that these last number of episodes are going to be as great as the ones I've already seen. So let's get into now, episode 18. Oh, I thought for a second this was the intro. What? Oh shit.
Every single mutant living among us is a bomb waiting to go
really?
Off, as demonstrated by
piece
the
of shit.
Attacks. These creatures simply must be registered.
Creatures.
Any mutant who refuses
The words.
to come forward voluntarily. You know the computer data we stole from the Sentinel plant a while back?
Yes.
I finally decrypted it by taking a parallel try algorithm. It indicates their supercomputer is an artificial intelligence designed to operate all of the Sentinels.
Shit.
With a single mind controlling them, Master Mold is scheduled to bring the Sentinels online tomorrow.
Eesh.
All?
All?
We should have trashed that place when we had the chance.
You know it wasn't my choice to be here. We do what is asked of us.
Yes.
We do what is asked.
You were asked to live a cushy life at our father's side while I've been stuck doing the dirty work.
You've accomplished nothing, Pietro. You failed to spread the fear of mutants and quickly going to war. You failed to keep the X-Men in check.
You're gonna need me.
He's starting the war like now.
Now leave. Contact the MRD and let them know where they can find Pietro.
Why?
Oh shit.
Don't let him jeopardize
That's
everything.
fucked, man.
This is pretty much it, isn't it? If those Sentinels are activated,
Seems like
it's
it.
the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
That looks to be the case.
I can't let them control who I am. Not anymore.
Finally. Yes.
Besides,
Yes.
it'll finally give us something to talk about.
Let her go.
Has to stay here with the kid.
Oh. Oh yeah. The kid. Someone's gotta protect her.
Trash that place when you had the chance.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, yes.
Not a human mind, anyway.
Oh. Yeah, seems like it. Storm! Oh, it was good.
It's hard to believe the computer actually predicted this attack. It's no ordinary
It.
computer.
Oh, okay, so they knew.
Think on its own.
Damn.
When it realized that its systems were being hacked by the X-Men,
Senator, that anonymous tip was good. The MRD has engaged the Brotherhood.
Oh, that, not, yeah, that tip. Yeah, the tip. Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh, we know she's fine in the future unless something changes. Oh, I like smoke grenades. No, like Sonic something. Yeah. Oh, he shot the ground. Like, what is he doing?
Not anymore.
Taking down the X-Men right now. Good.
I hate those guys.
Well then, here's our next move. We're gonna save the X-Men. Come again?
Why exactly?
The MRD isn't coming for us.
That
I
door.
promise.
They're gonna come through that door. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Who's
Nothing to
well,
worry
they would
about.
knock down the
It's
door, right?
probably, you know, the cable guy.
Oh no. Man, sometimes they're just getting hit so easily. I don't like that. Oh, okay, the Brotherhood. Yep, I figured. Holy fuck. Okay, good luck.
There's no need to go and create a big 100-foot-tall monster that's gonna step on the mansion.
Exactly.
Stay here with the professor.
That was good. That was awesome, Kitty. That was so cool.
The MRD was supposed to handle them.
Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, he's the... Okay.
We have a code 10!
Boom. That's what you get. That's what you get.
I wonder what a code 10 is.
There you go. He's angry. He's angry. Oh, we get the Sentinels to destroy Master Mold. I don't
We
know.
want to get the virus into Master Mold now. We're not.
Throw me at the computer, Bob. Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you. Nice. Damn. Holy crap. They're all stopping. So, did he actually do it or something?
What is going on? Every MRD unit there, now!
Doesn't matter. Something. Wow.
You owe us one.
Do you know
It's
what
been a
we did
disaster.
tonight?
It's okay. Everyone had a crazy night.
Parties. Bobby, Hank, get rid of the evidence. I wasted Master Mold myself.
I'm
No.
sorry, Logan. Nothing has changed here. Master Mold must have somehow survived.
What the fuck?
Master Mold is online.
There you have it, guys. Another great episode of Wolverine and the X-Men, and I honestly expected that because every single episode I've really enjoyed from this show. Master Mold. All about the Sentinels in this episode, and I have to say they delivered because this was intense, and we saw the true power of the Sentinels in terms of how many there are, and the X-Men and the Brotherhood, which is crazy to think about that working together in a sense, and basically seeing that this is the new threat. The MRD was a certain level of a threat, but not really to most mutants, I would say. I mean, a lot of mutants have been captured, but realistically, if they knew how to fight, they could take on the MRD pretty much. Minimal problem, but, you know, they could do it. But the Sentinels are a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. And interesting how they started off with what looked like the intro with the helicopter flying in or whatever for the Wolverine and the X-Men intro. They start off the episode that way, and the MRD are just knocking down doors and taking mutants, just taking them and calling them creatures and shit, and their days are numbered and all this kind of stuff. And the X-Men and the Brotherhood, we will not stand for them anymore. It's like, you didn't before, like, now you're, like, you know where the X-Men are. Like, the Brotherhood was kind of in hiding, but the X-Men, not so much. Like, they kind of figured where the X-Men were, but they never went after them, which is kind of interesting, unless Professor Xavier's mansion that never came across as an X-Men headquarters. I don't know. But they made a good point too. So everyone pretty much went to go fight at the Master Mold Center where Master Mold is, except for Kitty. Kitty needed to stay behind to, I forget the girl's name, I'm bad with names, who created the giant, like 100 foot taller, whatever creature, because of her emotions. They needed to protect her, and I completely forgot she was at the mansion until they brought that up again in this episode. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, you kind of need to stay, Kitty. And it was smart to have Kitty there because she can phase through and phase out of stuff and everything, and she's probably the best person to protect her from any danger. Of course, the MRD, they show up. I wasn't sure how the episode was going to go in terms of Master Mold and everything, so I'm like, okay, I don't think it's going to be as easy as they completely destroy Master Mold, but they find a way to shut it down for a certain bit of time, because of course there's a ton of Sentinels in the actual location where Master Mold, the computer, is, and it's like, okay, where do I go in? Like, where's Forge going to go in to shut it down or whatever, do some sort of work? There's a ton of Sentinels. I like the fact that Wolverine basically just, even though I don't think he would think he was going to die, but he literally stabbed his claws through the computer, and all that electricity, he's getting hit. He could have died. Don't know if he would have, but he could have, maybe. You don't know. You don't know how strong that machine is. Like, who knows? And it actually worked. It worked, even though his costume was completely destroyed. And that random shot of a Sentinel crawling, I don't understand that. I'm not sure where that Sentinel was heading towards. Maybe where Master Mold actually is, in the mountains somewhere. I'm not really sure what the true indication of showing a random Sentinel slowly crawling itself. I don't know. I'm not sure of the context of that, but okay, interesting. The Brotherhood working with the X-Men because of the fact that Quicksilver ran all the way to Magneto, to his father. And the fact is, getting a call. I'll call back in a second. But the fact is that it's like the war is already here, and Magneto just feels like his son Quicksilver has just failed too many times. And the fact that he gave his son up. And I think Magneto knows what's going on in the world, even from Genosha. But the fact is he gave up his own son. That is just messed up. But then again, that's Magneto would do that. He would if he felt like he needed to. I was surprised by that, but then again, not so much, because he's like, yes, you're my son, and that makes your mistakes and everything even worse, because you're not supposed to make these mistakes, and he did. So I understood that aspect of it. But it was cool to see the fight scenes with the Sentinels and stuff. But and then of course the reason why they helped the X-Men, because they owed them one now. We helped you out. We helped you hold back these Sentinels long enough to shut down, not really Master Mold, but at least immobilize it for a bit. So you owe us now one. So we'll see where that goes. And unfortunately, the future has not changed. Maybe something did change in the future that Professor X hasn't noticed. I'm not really sure. But the unfortunate part is that Master Mold comes back online, and it wouldn't be that easy. I don't think. I think this was a nice build-up to maybe potentially changing the future with having Master Mold being shut down for a bit. At least that there is some sort of way to shut it down. But how do we shut it down completely? Because I would think at this point, Master Mold is probably going to be smart enough to figure out how to not get destroyed in one location. Because as they were saying, as the Sentinels were fighting the X-Men, every single fight, the Sentinels are learning. And since they're all working under one mind, that when a new Sentinel just shows up, it already knows how to fight better. I had one critique, and I pointed this out during the reaction itself. Sometimes the X-Men were getting hit at times by the Sentinels, and it seemed too easy. Like, it seemed like there's certain points where the fighting, okay, this makes sense, the Sentinel would get the upper hand here and surprise the X-Men because they're not used to fighting Sentinels. But there's sometimes they get hit by something like mutant targeted, and then it shoots a blast, and they could see it coming, but they still let it hit them. I just wish they would have made the X-Men a little bit smarter and maybe make the Sentinels a little bit quicker at learning so that they can get the upper hand in a more effective and not seem like, okay, you're standing right in front of them, you're standing, like you're flying up there, Storm, I'm going to blast you. You see the blast coming, Storm, but you still get hit by it. You don't try to dodge it. I just kind of wish they did a little bit more of that to kind of make it seem not so easy sometimes when they got hit. It wasn't every single time the X-Men were hurt or the Brotherhood was hurt that it came across like that, but it's like you see the blast coming, you can easily dodge, because a lot of the times you dodge stuff, but in this instance you're getting hit by easy stuff here. That's just my 2 cents on that. But overall, like I said, I really enjoyed the episode. I like the fact that they brought some tension to this episode, and the fact is that now the Brotherhood are on their own. They're not working for Magneto anymore, and that changes a lot. That changes some things, in my personal opinion, in terms of their motive and what they're doing. And the fact they helped the X-Men is a definite surprise. So that's definitely maybe that was going to happen anyways in the timeline. So maybe that why there wasn't really a shift. But I don't know. I'm guessing something major has to occur in order for the timeline in 20 years in the future for Professor X's to change. So we'll see about that. But anyways, that is the video. What did you guys think of this episode of Wolverine and the X-Men? I really enjoyed it overall, and I can't wait to see what they do next. I'm enjoying the hell out of the show. It's unfortunate we don't have a season 2, but at least we have these episodes to enjoy that we do have that we can talk about. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.